JaidynReiman. Hello everyone, it's about time I came out with this. On YouTube, I now have over 65 subscribers. That's quite impressive. Thank you all greatly for your interest in my gaming discussion videos. I suppose it does help somewhat that I've now been featured in several of We Dude's videos, but still, thank you guys. I'd love to do shoutouts to all of you like how Nathaniel Banny does his, but unfortunately I tend to be very busy with other things. That's also why I don't really get videos out as actively as I'd like to. I've been doing a lot of work lately, and I'm also trying to get started on other projects, especially in trying to develop my own universe and RPG game I've been playing for years. I want to jump over a couple things now, and talk about some stuff I'm working on, as well as provide quick predictions for a couple of games as I'm not able to do any big videos in the near future. First of all, my Smashboard Predictions. I've been meaning to get this updated ever since the Robin reveal, so I'm going to explain my thoughts here. I still plan to do a full video to explain my reasoning for these choices, but this right here is my updated roster. For this prediction, I'm going to go all out. In the past, I kept restricting myself to an arbitrary number of characters, but Sakurai doesn't seem to think that way. This may be a bit excessive, but as you can see, this roster is a lot bigger than most people anticipate. I don't know what Sakurai is thinking about regarding roster size anymore. All I do know is that there are too many things that just add up to make sense. Naturally, Robin is my most wanted newcomer announced to date, and the one who basically saved the roster in my eyes. If I were to pick one more character, it'd be King K. Rool. But there are several others I think will also get in. So this is a sneak peek at my next roster prediction. Again, I'm still going to do a full video to explain why I think this way. I can't explain it all here, but I can at least show you how it's going to look. For that matter, I'm also putting out my own predictions for Hyrule Warriors. I probably won't do a separate video on this one, as the game released within a couple weeks in Japan. So here's my quick thoughts on the full roster. I'm thinking 22 characters, with 15 heroes and 7 villains. And yes, the villains will be playable in other modes. Now, if the rumor that the live stream last week said we only have half the characters is true, I'm thinking the roster will be 30, with 21 heroes and 9 villains. My guess is most of the cast will be the 3D Zeldas, with 1 to 2 characters not the 3D Zeldas. Something like this is what I'm thinking, but I can't say for certain one way or another. Saria is becoming more iffy for most, but frankly I still think she's playable. It just makes too much sense for her to be included, and Saria is the most important of the 7 sages next to only Zelda. If you don't count Zelda, she is the most important in regards to story of Ocarina of Time and her relationship with Link. Yes, there's the whole Lana using the Deku staff thing, but frankly it makes a lot more sense for Saria to use the Ocarina anyway, which is still missing. I think the Fierce Deity Mask will probably be Link's final weapon, and after that there is no one else who can use the Ocarina. Saria's song being conducted with Wind Waker doesn't prevent Saria from using her song anymore either, because Zelda also conducted the Song of Storms, and she plays Song of Storms on the harp. If it turns out someone else used the Ocarina, my hopes for my favorite Zelda character to play with Hyrule Warriors will be dead. As of right now, it's already an all-time low, but I'm still confident Saria is playable at this point. The rest of this list is very self-explanatory, and yes, I did include Skull Kid as a hero instead of a villain. By the way, remember that game project I talked about in past videos? Well, if you haven't, I'll explain right now. I've been trying to work on my own RPG series for some time. I finished a major milestone where I managed to get Tiled Map Editor working with RPG.js framework. Immediately after getting the script done, I also made another script extension, this time a Passability Map script. What this does is it enables the ability to add a new layer in Tiled called Passability, and you layer black tiles over the background in places where it will be impassable. The script checks for the black areas and prevents the player from passing through those sections. This is extremely useful when designing maps in Tiled. Following up to this, I was going to start working on making maps for my game, but I realized I still needed to finalize a few things first. Then I had car troubles and was unable to continue. Well, I just started working on creating the full world map. Here's the world map I generated using a map generator. It was the closest to world map that I wanted. Naturally, this won't be a one-on-one comparison, though, because there are still some things I need to do differently. So far, this is the progress I have made on it. Finishing this one will take several weeks for certain, as I need to keep working, and I can only do this on weekends, really. Naturally, it will take a long time to finish, but by doing this, I'll have a significant advantage when going to work on this game prior to the future. In addition, for the past month, I've been working on developing a new web theme framework and extending it for more easily creating nice and clean WordPress websites. I started off with just importing Gantry framework, and I went to extend it by adding new color schemes, the ability to change background color schemes, and the ability to more easily set up WordPress multi-site to work with Gantry, and so on. It'll be a while before I have full instructions on how this works, but I can show you some of the features I have. For example, take a look at this. I've created some new widgets that show off related characters in games. Though these characters in games can be associated with any posts, pages, or other types of items in the background. I'll be able to add characters and discuss them, associate them with different games, and show how they connect to one another. One feature still not yet complete is the way to show related posts on a character or game page, but this is something I will add later. Also, see the image of Cable in the background of my website? Right now, it's static HTML in a widget, but I'll also create a new widget where you can add a featured character, set the character you want, and assign the character to whatever pages you feel like. Eventually, I'll have a bunch of my favorite characters available under the character listing, and have different characters featured on different pages. The whole site is responsive too. This framework is what I'll be using from here on out for future websites. Once I make significant progress in my games, I'll have a Karai website up and running as well. The theme is already designed for the website, I just need to add new color schemes for it. So, that's a quick taste at what I'm doing, and my thoughts on upcoming games as well. Thank you all for subscribing to my channel. Updates will be slow from here on out, but please let me know in the comments what else you'd like me to do in the future. Is there a game you'd like me to try playing? Or perhaps an upcoming game you'd like me to talk about, or even just have me look at? Let me know your thoughts on this, and I hope to see you next time. This is JaidynReiman, signing out.